If you struggle with putting boundaries, but mostly if you struggle with keeping them, this video is for you, as I get you totally. I've been working on my boundaries for quite a long time now, but I still find myself struggling to keep them. Let's talk about what boundaries are in the first place. Basically, boundaries are your self-respect. Boundaries are the limits you put into your life, and you teach people how to respect your boundaries. So you don't have to get upset if people don't respect your boundaries, because I don't want to say that it's your fault. You don't have to blame yourself. You just have to recognize this thing and get better. If you put a boundary, and let's say the boundary is here, people can get close to the boundaries, maybe some people closer, but you don't have to allow people to come here if the boundary is here. That's the thing. Many times we struggle with keeping boundaries because we care about the situations, people, and we try to put people needs first. But your needs come first, and that's not on being selfish. You have to be a little bit selfish. You know what's better for you. Nobody knows what's better for you other than yourself. So why should people tell you what your boundaries should be? You have to be strict about your boundaries in a kind way. You don't have to yell your boundaries. The more you grow and the more you evolve, they become part of your nature. And people that accept your boundaries and love you for your boundaries too are people that put boundaries for themselves too. So you are aligned, and these are your people. People cannot accept your boundaries. They aren't your people. Okay? You have to remember yourself how important it is to keep those boundaries for yourself. You have to be a little bit harsh sometimes in order to trust yourself and to respect yourself. You don't have to over-explain your boundaries to people because they have to get them. If they don't get them, it's on them. You don't have to tell your things. You don't have to explain your boundaries. I'm telling you that I have this boundary. If I tell you, for example, that I need me time, okay, I need to be by myself. I don't have to explain to you why I want to be myself today, or I want to spend my time with myself, because it's my business. And it can be anyone. It can be even a member of my family. I can explain a little if I want to, because I want to tell you. But I don't have to explain, okay? If you don't get my boundaries, the problem is on you. You don't have to explain why you think in a certain way, why you act in a certain way, why you live in a certain way. You don't have to explain your lifestyle to a person, because someone cannot understand that, and that's okay, because we are different in this world, and this world is full of differences, and that's why it's so good. The moment you stop people pleasing is the moment that you find yourself again. Stop saying yes just to people please, because it's so sad for you. Really, you should feel sorry for yourself when you do that. If you want to say no, just say no. If you want to say something, just say something, okay? That's it. You decide. You stop using people pleasing to be likable. And that is related to the thing that I always say: stop trying to be likable. So stop trying people pleasing. If you people please to be likable, that's the fruit. You don't love yourself enough. You don't have to be likable. You have to be likable to yourself. You don't have to people please. You have to people please yourself. The only person you have to please is yourself, your needs, your boundaries. You don't have to stop that thing for anything in this world. It can be a lover, it can be a friend, it can be family. Because I swear, boundaries are your self-love and your self-respect. They define you. So when you start building them, be sure that you don't ever lose them. And it can happen that you come back that was not healthy, and it's okay because you learn. Everything is a lesson. So you don't fail, you make a mistake, it's okay, but you recognize that, and even just recognizing something allows you to analyze that. Maybe before knowing boundaries at all, you couldn't even recognize when you weren't using them. You are already a step forward if you recognize yourself breaking your boundaries. Remind yourself that being selfish doesn't mean that you're bad and you're the villain. If you are self-centered, it's a thing. If you are selfish in a way that you don't even care about other people, you're not kind, you hate kindness, that is bad. But being a little self-centered and just putting your needs first, that is not being a villain. Because when you focus on yourself, you can focus on other people in an even better way. When you spend time with yourself, quality time, when you love yourself, when you get to know yourself, when you are not afraid to step forward, and you're not afraid to speak up for yourself, to tell no, to tell I don't like this. Use kindness with boundaries. You don't have to be arrogant and yelling your boundaries to people and be like, what the F are you telling? No, of course I'm not going. I have to just, that's not a thing that you have to do. We can decline things, we can say no, we can put boundaries in a kind way, in a firm but kind way, because that's a thing, that's being polite. And being polite is a thing. You're not polite if you break your boundaries. You can have boundaries and be the kindest person on earth. If people consider you the villain for putting boundaries, they're not your people. That's the thing. So that's it for this video. I needed to hear this first because I found myself breaking those boundaries again. So I wanted to make this video as I share things that I tell to myself in the first place, hoping to be helpful to someone else too. I hope you enjoyed this video, and see you.